Welcome back to Get Connected, where we get connected with ourselves, get connected with me, get grounded, rediscover our purpose, and hopefully come out feeling a little bit more self-fulfilled. It is a work in progress. It is always a work in progress. I'm your host, Christina. If you want to know a little bit more about me, go back and listen to episode 1 if you haven't already. I did kind of go off on a little bit of a tangent in the first episode, but like I said, it is a work in progress. We're building a community of like-minded people. Hopefully, if this channel is resonating with you, then it's for you. If it isn't, then there's lots of other channels out there that I'm sure you might feel a little bit more connected with. And hey, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So I have my deck here with me, the Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck. I can't promise that this is what we're going to do every single time, but for now, I think it's a good way to kind of establish a relationship here on the channel. And know a little bit more about me, get more comfortable, get more connected with me, feel more connected with me, and maybe through that process, pose those same questions to yourself and feel a little bit more connected with yourself. So once again, this is the Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck with daily questions that will transform your life. So again, I'm not any better this time at shuffling them, at shuffling these cards than I was last time. We're gonna give it a shot. Full disclosure, I am not a tarot reader or an oracle card reader. I'm just super into the cards. I think there's some really beautiful decks out there that really call my attention, so why not? Let's see what wants to come out here. Oh, lovely. What if it was easy? That reminds me of a song. I feel like there's a song out there. Anyway, put it in the comments if there's a song that's coming to mind right now based off of that question. Or maybe I'll post the song later if it comes to me. Anyway, what if it was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. You are supported. Today's soul action. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. What if it was easy? So the first thing, well, second thing, because the first thing was the song. Anyway, the first, nothing worth having. Is that how the phrase goes? The saying, the quote, nothing worth having was ever easy. Something like that. Anyway, things that come easily, I feel like they can't really truly be appreciated. I mean, let's not go too far. The value of $1. I mean, if you're just given money to blow and you didn't have to work for it, like, first of all, I myself I wouldn't feel accomplished. Like I didn't work for it. It was just given to me. And yeah, of course, it's gonna be fun, and you better believe I'm gonna spend it. But it would be a lot easier to blow, and it would be a lot because it would like hold less meaning. Like I didn't work for it. It was just given to me. Like let's just blow it, let's have a party, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna be left with nothing. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, to myself, I feel like it wouldn't be as fulfilling if it was something that came super easy. Now, if it's something that a lot of other people struggle with and it's just coming easy to me and it's just like I have these natural abilities, then I mean that's cool. I'll feel, pretty good about that. What's the call to action again? List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. So, like, I feel like that's what that's alluding to. Like, if it's your calling, like, it should be easy. And I guess that takes on, like, a whole different viewpoint, right? All right, next card. Oh. Oh, well. Let's see. These are pretty, like, thick cards. They're very, like, sturdy. I don't know if you've ever held a deck of tarot cards or oracle cards. They're not all created equally. These ones are like almost, some of them like, again, like I'm not an expert at shuffling a deck, but some of them definitely shuffle a little bit nicer. These are a little bit more, because they're matte, they kind of stick to each other. Make it even more difficult for this amateur to shuffle through them. Anyway, how can I be more flexible right now? What are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. What am I trying to control that? This is a good question for you guys out there. I actually feel like I am pretty flexible, I'm really I'm really flexible actually, physically and mentally. No, I actually am pretty flexible. No, I was thinking to myself earlier, on a situation that, we expect outcomes on certain situations. And I kind of was expecting a certain outcome or for things to be a certain way. And not everybody does this, and this is something that you can maybe put into practice and work on, is although you have that idea of what's going to happen, that expectation, always be open to, maybe not open to, but always be ready for things to not go that way. So don't be so set on that expectation that when it doesn't work out that way, it like completely ruins your vibe. Like tell yourself that it would be nice if it works out the way you're expecting, but it's also okay if it doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to ruin your mood. It's not going to ruin your vibe. Be okay with that because things usually work out the way that they're meant to. And so you just have to look at the situation and adjust accordingly and know that things work out the way they should, for everybody's higher purpose. Today's soul action. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe, that life is happening for you, and that you are not alone. Then do some yoga. Maybe I'll share some of my yoga. Well, it's not yoga. Actually, I well, not recently, but I've I go on and off. I've been going on and off for the last like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years to a pole studio, like pole fitness studio. And that's not like where I discovered that I was flexible, but that's where I've been able to exercise or push the limits of my flexibility the most in recent times. So I believe I have some images that I could put out just for fun, just so you can feel a little bit more connected with me, know a little bit more about me. And yeah, that's where we're at with that. Let's pull one more card. Wait, I think I'm shuffling these backwards. There's some interesting questions in here. I think I'm gonna keep the cards out that we've already talked about, just so we don't ever like repeat them. I don't know if I'm gonna continue doing this. Maybe we'll like, you know, as we transition or evolve here on the channel, I can start to pull less cards and we can talk about, you know, different topics of your choice. Maybe, you know, listeners can make suggestions and we can discuss, you know, pull a card and then have kind of like an open discussion based on the things that you guys are interested in talking about. So, last card. Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Should I read the call to action? Well, it's not a call to action. It says today's soul action. I'll read it. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? Well, no, I don't know all of my strengths. We're continuously evolving, you know, and especially nowadays that everything is so like digital and electronic and everybody's on their phones all the time, and you know, technology is like this beast, this uncontrollable like spinning wheel. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's important to again get grounded and get connected with yourself, and you know, just take those 10 minutes, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, to like breathe and be grateful and reflect on all of our strengths. You know, I think there's a tendency to focus on the lack, and let's try to change that narrative so that instead of focusing on that lack and the few minutes we have a day to think to ourselves, let's focus on our strengths. You know, I am always consciously like having conversations with myself and reminding myself to be grateful when that little, you know, voice in my head starts to, you know, nag or complain or be unhappy with something or a scenario, you know. Make a point every time that something like that does come up within you to spin it around and point out the positive thing. And I don't know if this happens to everybody, or it could be that I'm just a psycho little Gemini that's got those two little guys on her shoulders, you know, the positive or the evil, or the like the evil twin and the nice twin. No, I mean, yeah, I do go back and forth a lot, but it's because I'm like, where was I going with that? It's like a constant battle these days to focus on the positive with all the negative media that's out there, and the tendency to focus on, you know, the negatives before the positives. Ooh, a few of my cards fell. Anyway, so yes, that's just that's the universe telling me to stop going on this random little tangent right now. Yeah, make a note, like, think to yourself before you go to bed tonight, do you know all your strengths? Fall asleep thinking about everything, you know, that's one of your strong points. For me, I think I need to make a list too, but I think one of my biggest strengths is my ability to turn negatives into positives. Like, I'm always spinning it. Like, come at me with some, you know, some not so great news, and I'm gonna be like, but this is a positive outcome in this way, or we can spin this in this way, you know, always in a positive light. Like, always try to like don't bring your vibe down. Like, don't do that to yourself. Yeah, I mean, that, I think that's one of my strengths. And on that note, that's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Get Connected. I hope you feel a little bit more connected with me. Hopefully this helps you get a little bit more connected with yourself. Don't forget to stay grounded. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to connect with me on social media. Until next time.